I'm Nate, and this is GTA 5, but oversimplified. Part 4. Yeet. So now it's time for the mission that I don't remember the name of. We walk into a police station for a ride along in a helicopter, and then we get to be treated with some top-tier voice acting.
Oh, right. The helipad is on the roof.
If Rockstar is hiring, then I might have to apply. Granted, I have no experience, qualification, or desire to be a voice actor, but that's clearly not stopping them. Then we get introduced to some magic camera in the police helicopter that can either do one of two things. It can either scan a chip in someone's driver's license, or it can use facial recognition. Both of these are said in the mission, so definitely some contradicting points there. We learn that Franklin, despite being a murdering, car-stealing psychopath that grew up in the ghetto, has no criminal record other than that he may have flashed someone, but this is yet to be confirmed. Then we are forced to sit through nearly 2 minutes of this. Looking. Some real innovation there. Scan some chips.
It's a free country! I know my rights!
Violate some people's privacy. Watch a murder take place.
I've already maxed out my ATM once.
Find the right guy. Follow him to his garage. And then we follow him across the city to a parking garage. We then learn that our super fancy camera has the ability to see people through walls. I'm very skeptical on that one. I'm not even sure if that technology exists for the military, let alone an extremely broke police force. Thermal imaging is definitely real, but the shit that can see through 8 feet of solid concrete is usually only in the movies. As far as I know, that technology doesn't exist yet. Now that we have found the guy we're looking for, we're finally able to actually play the game again, so that's cool. So then we drive the car to the airport, and somehow a magical piece of wood stops a moving car. Mission complete. The notorious driver's license thief asked Michael and Franklin to do some work, but because of plot, Trevor gets involved instead. Strangely enough, 2 mercenaries, hitmen, robbers, whatever you want to call them, accept a job to kill someone without first discussing payment.
I have a feeling this is foreshadowing.
Then we drive to a place, find a thing, shoot a thing, drive to another place, shoot a thing, and then steal some papers. I think that this is actually my favorite mission in the game though. Shooting down a plane, then chasing it on a dirt bike across the map is quite fun. Oh, hey boys. It's just a game. You can relax.
I asked for a fair day's pay after a fair day's work. Then he kinda got a little angry. So I admit, I kinda got a little angry. But I did kidnap his wife!
Surprisingly enough, Bad Psychopath didn't want to pay the 2 good psychopaths for the work that was done, even though no payment was discussed in advance. Trevor naturally gets upset about this and kidnaps his wife, as any rational person would do. Because of this conveniently placed plot device, Michael and Trevor will now be working in the desert for a while. I'm certainly not complaining though, Sandy Shores is by far the best part of the map. Back with Franklin, it's time to steal a car. Now I know it's a huge shock that in Steely Wheelie Automobile 5 we would be stealing some wheelies, but rest assured that this is no ordinary wheelie automobile to steely. Now we could dress up as the actor, because nobody would ever notice the short black man posing as the tall white man, but we won't be doing that. Instead we're going to steely this wheelie automobile the old-fashioned way. Now that I have successfully taken that joke out behind the chemical shed, I'll move on. Learn that this is no ordinary car and that it has caltrops and an ejector seat. Drive to place. Cutscene. For reasons that are completely unrelated to the plot, Lamar shows up looking for work with Franklin and the rich middle-aged douchebag. Franklin then stops in Michael's house looking for him for, reasons? Yeah, that's it. Michael reveals that him and Trevor are laying low in the desert on account of the whole angry Mexican thing, and now we begin the mission Minor Turbulence, a mission that doesn't include either
powering off.
God fucking damn it, goddamn headphone sounds, it's such a fucking... Okay, let's try that again. And now we begin the mission Minor Turbulence, a mission that doesn't include either Michael or Franklin at all. Drive to place, acquire a magical plane, fly to place, find cargo jet, and chase it down in a crop duster. Now the cruising speed of an average plane this size is around 540 to 550 miles an hour. The top speed of an average crop duster is between 110 and 190 miles an hour. I may not be a mathematician, but I'm pretty sure that these numbers don't exactly line up. I did say that it was a magical crop duster though, didn't I? We then proceed to crash the crop duster into the back of the cargo jet. Surprisingly enough, the people in the jet are slightly slightly upset about this turn of events, but thankfully they're no match for the powers of plot armor. I think this game may have an identity crisis. It's Steely Wheelie Automobile 5 after all, but this mission makes it seem like it's Steely Wingy Aircrafty 5. I guess that really doesn't have the same ring to it though. Now that we have acquired the plane, the Air Force doesn't take it particularly kindly that their weapons shipment has been repossessed, so they proceed to shoot the plane down. Thankfully, because plot, there's a parachute on board, so Trevor is able to safely land. Mission complete.
The fuselage went into the Alamo Sea. You might be able to salvage the hardware with dive gear or something.
Ron mentions that the weapons would still be acquirable with dive gear. I have two problems with this. Number one, that there's nothing left in the back of that plane when we leave it. It all fell out in the shootout due to not being attached. The second problem I have is that diving down to get the weapons from the bottom of the sea would have been an extremely fun mission to play. Rockstar is just teasing us here with all this shit. It could have even been a heist with stealing a large boat that can handle the weight, stealing the dive gear for several people, and then they could even throw in a little bit of logic for once, with once the weapons were removed from the water, Merryweather would be tipped off due to GPS trackers, so there could be a big shootout. Rockstar, take some fucking notes here.
Come fucking find me! Vespucci Beach, Los Santos, you inbred hillbilly fuck!
I'll be there, man. I don't know when, but I'll be there.
I have a feeling this is foreshadowing.
Thanks so much for watching. Sorry this episode was a bit shorter than normal, but I'm very tired and I still want this episode to release today. Who knows, I might even release the next one this week instead of next Saturday. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Nate out!